Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shri Mahavir International School. Dear students, in last video we have discussed the digestion process in human being, in which I taught that different steps take place in digestion process in human beings, and like the ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, egestion, etc. And in this process I told you the different organs of our alimentary canal which perform here. I told you about the esophagus, that is called as a food pipe, and of the function, and the stomach and small intestine. Then I told you the absorption process, which is very mandatory in nutrition in animals. Then I told you about the assimilation. Assimilation is what? The utilization of that food, and about the large intestine. After the completion of this nutrition, today we are gonna start the nutrition in ruminants animals. Students, tell me one thing. Have you seen any cow, buffalo in your neighborhood, in your village? So, have you noticed one thing, that whenever they eat any kind of food, they eat that whole food, okay, at a time, and after some time that food comes again in their mouth, and again it start chewing. So, what is this process of chewing again and again that food? That is called rumination. Rumination. And the organism, that animals which show their rumination process are called what? Ruminants animals. So, in nutrition in ruminants, the cow and some grass eating animals can swallow the large amount of food at a time, and later bring back the swallowed food into the mouth and chew it again. As I told you, again and again chewing, the process that is called rumination. And this process of chewing the cud is called rumination, and such animals called ruminants. Grass is rich in cellulose. Cellulose is what? This is the type of carbohydrate, and as I told you, the carbohydrate is an energy giving food which many other animals and humans cannot digest it. Cellulose cannot be digested by human beings. Why it cannot be digested? Because the human beings do not have the special bacteria to digest that cellulose. So let us study the process of nutrition in ruminants. Students, as I told you, whenever any nutrition take place in any animals, the same process take place. Okay, first that food should be enter in the body of any organism, and that process I told you, the ingestion. I told you about that frog also, that what kind of mode it use it uses, and I told you about the human beings also, and what is the method in which that human beings human beings take that food inside the body by its mouth. So therefore, in ingestion process, how does this ingestion take place in ruminants? So the animals eat grass and chew it and mix it with saliva. Mix it with saliva means, first of all, that animal will eat the food. Okay, eat the grass, and it will mix that food with what? Saliva. Saliva is what? Saliva is a digestive juice. Okay, which contain what? Amylase. And what is the use of that saliva and what that amylase enzyme? That change starch that changes starch into what? Simple sugar. Yes. So can we say here that nutrition process begin from the mouth? Yes, because here the nutrition process has taken place with the help of saliva. So that ruminant animal, they have the big chewing teeth with the powerful jaw muscles to chew the grass again and again. And the chewed food passes through the esophagus into the stomach. Okay, that food will be passed through the esophagus, and esophagus is what? This is the food pipe. Students, you can see here the same process. It's similar to the human beings. If we in respect we talk the ingestion process. So after ingestion, what happens? That digestion, and digestion is what? That simplifying that food. So digestion of chewed food takes place in the stomach. How does it take place? The stomach of the ruminants is four chambered. Yeah, here is a difference. Human beings have only one type of stomach. We have one type of stomach. But what about the ruminants animals? They have four type of stomach. Four type of stomach are what? That is that rumen. Okay. After rumen, that reticulum, amesum, and the abomesum. So these are the different stomach, and these we can call these the chamber of stomach. In this picture, we can see this is the cow. Okay, and in this cow we see the structure of stomach. Here we can see the esophagus, that is called food pipe. After esophagus, the rumen, and after rumen, here is the reticulum, then amesum, and then the fourth chamber, that is abomesum. And then these are the small intestine. Like the human beings, ruminants also have what? Intestine, and they that will also perform like the human beings. So this is the structure of different chambers in ruminants. So let's discuss one by one about these chamber. So first of we start from the rumen. Students, you have to see in this picture also. So it is the first and the larger chamber. We are talking about the rumen. We are talking about rumen. So this is the larger chamber. In this picture also you can see it's larger than other chamber, and which store the large quantity of food that is quickly consumed, and the food is partially digested here. It is called the curd. Students, here is a question. When a ruminant animals eat the food, then where does it come? That food comes in rumen chamber. Okay, so quickly that food has been eaten by that ruminant animal, and it has come in what? It has come in rumen chamber, and here it changed into curd. What? The food has changed into the curd. So cellulose is digested in the rumen by the bacteria present. Students, why can't we digest the cellulose? Because we don't have the bacteria, okay, which are responsible for the digestion of cellulose. That's why the ruminants animals can digest that cellulose with the help of these bacteria. After the rumen, there is another chamber, as I told you about the reticulum. In this picture I told you So here in rumen, what happened? The food is present in which form? Curd form. Now in reticulum, it is the second chamber into which the food enter from the rumen. That food is coming from that rumen into the reticulum. I hope you have understood, students. The food has come from rumen to reticulum, and hence, sorry, here the contents of both rumen and reticulum mix freely, and the curd is brought back to the mouth and is rechewed and re-swallowed. Okay, now what happens? From the rumen, food goes into the reticulum, and again from that reticulum, that food comes into the mouth of that ruminant animals. Then that cow will chew that food, okay, and again it will swallow that food. Now this process is called re-swallowed, because once it had done that, again that swallowed process has taken place. Now in after the re-swallowed, where does it go? The food will go into the amasum. Yeah, there is a third chamber of ruminant animal that is called amasum. Here in this picture also, students, we can see that amasum. Let me magnify it. Okay, can you see? Yes, this structure, this is the chamber, and that chamber is called amasum. This is the third chamber. What happened? After the reswallow, that food comes into that amasum. And in what happens in amasum? Amasum, it is the third and the smallest chamber of the stomach, into which the food passes after chewed. Okay, one thing remember, which is the smallest stomach in ruminant? You have to say what? Amasum. You have to say about the amasum. And here what happens? Food passes after chewing, and the excess of water is absorbed from the food. In amasum, what happens? The extra water which is present in the food will be absorbed in this amasum chamber. Now after this amasum, what happens with the food? That food goes into the last chamber, and the last chamber is what? Abomasum. It is the last chamber of the stomach, into which food from the amasum passes, and the walls of the abomasum secrete the digestive juices that help in digestion. Okay, so in abomasum, what happens? The wall of that abomasum secrete the different digestive juices like the human beings, and that helps in digestion of food. And that food can contain the different nutrients like the protein, vitamins, fat, etc. Yes. So now the process of absorption. Now students, in these four chambers, what happened? Food has become in soluble form. Soluble form means the food has been digested. But after digestion, that food should be utilized also in body of ruminant animals. And for this, the absorption process take place. Absorption is what? Although the process of the absorption begins in the stomach itself, the main absorption organ is intestine. I told you, students, like the human beings, the main absorption organ in ruminant also what? Intestine. And the digested food passes in the small intestine. The small intestine receives the secretion from the pancreas, liver, and digestion of food and CF. So in intestine, what happens? In intestine, that digestive juices will come from the different glands like the liver, pancreas, okay, and that digestive juice will digest the food and simplify that food, okay, it will convert into the absorbable form, okay. Now there is a presence of villi. As I told you students, in human beings, I told you the villi structure. What is the villi? Let me tell you again. Suppose that this is the intestine, okay, and if you cut it and if you see the structure of that intestine like this, okay, this is the intestine, the hollow part, and here some present the finger like structure, and these finger like structure are called what? Villi structure. And why these villi structures are important? Because these contain what? Blood capillaries. These contain blood capillaries. And what happens here in blood capillaries? Due to the diffusion process, the nutrition goes into the blood, okay, with the help of villi. So you can say that villi will be helpful to increase the surface area also for the absorption, and the food, the soluble form of food and the nutrition of that food will passes from intestine to the blood with the help of villi structure. Water from the undigested food is absorbed in large intestine. Like the human beings, I told you the salt and the extra water will be absorbed in the large intestine. Here also in ruminants animal, what happens? In large intestine, the extra water will be absorbed, and that undigested food is excreted out as feces egestion. Now that undigested food, that should be eliminated because it can be harmful for that ruminant animals, so it should be eliminated. And after the large intestine, it will be exit and it will be excreted out by these organisms. So students, it was a very interesting chapter. And why it was interesting? Because in this chapter we have studied about the internal structure of our body and the main function, that digestion, in which the how the alimentary canals helpful for us and how the digestion of food take place. So students, you have to read this chapter, okay, and after completion this chapter, time to answer. Yes, now you are able to answer students, you are able to answer these questions. Like the digestion in animals begin in the, where does it begin? I told you in mouth. So therefore you have to complete these questions answer one by one. And now here the key terms. Students, these are very interesting and very important for you. You must learn these, like the holozoic function. Holozoic function which take place in ruminant animals as well as in human beings, and the process of taking in of food and its digestion and absorption. And ingestion, I told you, the taking food inside and into the body, and assimilation means the utilization of that body, and we can say in definition the process of using the absorbed food by the body. Now there are other, like the nucleus, the central part of some cells containing the genetic materials. Here students, nucleus is what? I told you we have the cell structure. Okay, we are multicellular animals because we have more than one cell structure in our body, and the group of cells is called what? Tissue. And group of tissues is called what? Organ. And the group of organ that perform a particular task, the function, that is called organ system. So in that cell, okay, that is plant cell and the animal cell. If I draw here a simple structure of a cell, so that center part, okay, that brain of computer, this control of that cell, that is called what? Nucleus. And that contain the genetic material. Genetic materials means from this nucleus, that genetic changes, okay, that take place in different species. Now the vacuoles also a small space with a cell usually filled with liquid. About the cell structure, students, you will study in 8th class. Now the pseudopodia, I hope you have remembered that I told you about the amoeba. And in amoeba, the false feet, okay, that is called what? Pseudopodia. And what does this pseudopodia? Finger-like projection in amoeba that help it to engulf food particles. Then villi, recently I told, the finger-like projection present on the inner surface of the small intestine that useful for the absorption of that nutrition. And now the ruminant, okay, plants eating animal that can digest cellulose. Simply you can say the plant eating animal that can digest what? Cellulose. Now students, these are some facts. You must learn these facts. Like now I know 5 stage involve the ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation. And digestion in amoeba is simple and direct. Okay, digestion in humans take place in digestive system. Okay, it's a system, in which I told you the whole process like this. Humans have 4 kind of teeth. Actually we have studied, but when you will read these sentences, you will rewind something that whatever you have studied in this chapter. The incisor, canines, premolars, molars. Humans have 2 sets of teeth, temporary and the permanent. And the process of digestion begins in mouth and end in what? Small intestine. Students, if anyone asks to you that where the complete digestion of food take place, then you have to say what? In small intestine. So the organs involved in the process of digestion are mouth, stomach, small intestine. Absorption of food take place in the small intestine. Water from undigested food is absorbed in the large intestine. Undigested food feces is stored in the rectum and passes out of the anus. Ruminants are grass eating animals that can digest cellulose. And ruminants have 4 chambers. Remember the name of these 4 chambers are what? Rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum. Yes. Now students, the chapter has been completed, and now you have to find out the answers of these questions and use only pencils. Don't use ball pen. Okay. Okay students, in next class we will discuss the next chapter of your science. Take care.